Meanwhile, the police in New York have arrested and charged a Cornell University student who is accused of posting violent threats to Jewish classmates over the weekend. The arrest comes days after the White House warned about an alarming rise in anti-Semitic incidents in schools since Israel's war with Hamas began. The student, identified as Patrick Dye, a junior at Cornell, has been charged by the Department of Justice with making explicit threats against Jewish men, women and babies, which allegedly included threats of rape and murder. According to the DOJ, Dye allegedly threatened to bring an assault rifle to campus and shoot Jews. In a statement, the Connell University said, and I'm quoting them, "We remain shocked and we condemn these horrific threats and believe that they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law." The charges filed against Dye carries a maximum term of 5 years in prison, a fine up to $250,000 and a term of supervised release of up to 3 years. Meanwhile, inside the courtroom, the 21-year-old has been denied bail at his initial court appearance. He was remanded back into the custody of U.S. Marshals after the prosecutors moved to detain him as a flight risk and danger risk. The arrest comes as the FBI Director Christopher Wray told the Senate hearing that anti-Semitism is reaching historic levels in the country. He warned that the attack by Hamas on Israel will inspire the most significant terror threat to the United States of America since the rise of ISIS nearly a decade ago.
I will say that this is a threat that is reaching in some ways sort of historic levels, in part because, as you know all too well, the Jewish community is targeted by terrorists really across the spectrum. Homegrown violent extremists, foreign terrorist organizations, both Sunni and Shia, domestic violent extremists, and in fact, our statistics would indicate that for a group that represents only about 2.4% of the American public, they account for something like 60% of all religious-based hate crimes.
And with the rise of anti-Semitism incidents in New York Governor Kathy Hochul is promising to do more to combat the situation across the state. The Democrat also said that she met with the students at the university on Monday after threatening statements against Jewish students appeared on an online discussion board.
Just yesterday, I sat with Jewish students at Cornell University. After receiving horrific threats on their lives online and hate mail sent to the dorms, they are understandably anxious. Some are fearful now of attending class or eating in the kosher dining hall. And I promised them that the state of New York would do everything in its power to protect them.
And from on this, our correspondent Susan Tarani sends us this report from New York. Take a look.
That Cornell University student who incited fear at the Ivy League University's campus by threatening to rape and slit the throat of Jewish students was arraigned at a New York court on Wednesday afternoon, shackled in an orange jumpsuit. He will be held without bail before being transferred to the U.S. Marshal. This arrest comes at a time when the FBI is warning of increased threats of anti-Semitism across the United States. Christopher Wray, the director of the FBI, testifying on Capitol Hill, said that while the Jewish population make up only 3% of the American population, 60% of threats are against this population. And this is according to a report back in 2022, long before Hamas's October 7th attack against Israel. Wray also said that there is a threat to the homeland and national security concerns on the part of FBI and the Department of Homeland Security as well regarding lone wolves who may be inspired by Hamas's attack against Israel.